Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about date underscore sub function in Spark SQL. So why do we use date underscore sub function? It will return the date, that is the number of days before the start date. So what does it mean? It will going to subtract whatever the date field we are going to supply. It will going to return a separate different date by reducing the number of days in it. So this is the signature. So this is the start date and this is the number of days. It will going to take this start date and it will going to subtract this number of days from this start date and it will return a different date. So here with the help of a date underscore subtract function, we can subtract the number of days from a date and it will going to return a different date after subtracting the number of days in the start date. So in this exercise, what we are going to do, I'm just creating this table. These are the attributes of the table. There are two attributes in this table which has the date in it. One is date of joining and one is date of leaving. Once the table gets created, I will going to insert some records with the help of this insert statement. When insert statement will execute successfully, then I will use this get sub function. So here what I'm just doing, I'm just selecting all the columns from this table. Here I'm just creating this column, that is date of leaving before 10 days. So what I'm just doing, how this data is populating, I'm just using the date sub function. It is taking the AP date of joining and it will going to subtract 10 days out of it and it will going to return a different date after subtracting the 10 number of days in this date. So let's do this exercise in Databricks. Let me create one notebook. Let me name is as a date sub. Okay, to create the table and to insert data with the help of an insert statement, we required scripts. So to save time, I have already created the script. So this is the script for table creation. So let me copy it and execute it. Spark is creating this table. Okay, table has been created successfully. Let's insert some records in it. So I have already created this insert statement. Let me execute it. Spark is executing these insert statements one by one. Okay, all the insert statements have been executed successfully. Let's see the data. We can see these are the same data which we have inserted with the help of this insert statement. Now let's use the date underscore sub function. Let me format this command cell. Here what I'm just doing, I'm just selecting all the columns and I'm using date sub function. Here I am passing the AP date of leaving and what the number of days we are subtracting, I am subtracting number of days take. Here, let me give the alias. The alias is date of delivery before 10 days. Let me run it. We can see it's populating a different date. This date is nothing but it is taking the date of AP this from this column, and it is subtracting 10 days and it's creating a new days. We can see here the day is 11. Here we can see by subtracting 10 days it is become 1. We can see same thing, this date is before 10 days of this date. This date is also before the 10 days of this date. We can see what is here it is the day is 20. By subtracting 10 days it become 10. So we can see here whenever there is a requirement that we need to subtract some days from a date and create a new date. So with the help of our date underscore stuff function, we can able to do it in Spark SQL. So let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.